Today on Boss Battles League Play, our first Tier 2 battle featuring Big Top.
My name's Paul Zajac.
And I'm Rob Egan.
Welcome to Boss Battles.
This is where we take D&D live play and smash it together with sports commentary.
Kind of. Okay, so tonight we're going to see, it's our level 6 battle with Team Big Top, and they are fighting MCDM's Hobgoblins.
Very exciting. This is going to be a really great level because we see that power jump, especially for Big Top. I'm kind of excited about Dr. Bonk, the champion fighter.
Me too. I just like the idea of the champion fighter. I hope he gets in his improved crit on a 19, and he's got some more features now that he didn't have at level 4.
Yep. And then also, it was Hunter the Rainbow, right?
Yeah, the Celestial Warlock.
Yeah, who I think at this level gets the extra damage for fire and radiant spells.
Yes.
Which is, I think, something that I've been really interested to see how they play this out.
Then we have Light Domain Cleric Cranen, who, like all clerics at 6th level, has got access to Spirit Guardians. We'll see if he uses it. And I don't know. I don't like Spirit Guardians, but it's probably just because I'm a Dungeon Master and it's an awesome spell, right? It just takes everything out.
I mean, I gotta say, from the 2014 version, Spirit Guardians got the celestial glow up, the divine glow up, if you would.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see if that comes into play. And then finally, we've got Pavlovic, the dance bard. And I like his feature where he gets extra melee attacks after handing out bardic inspiration. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm really excited for this one because it's one of the new subclasses in 2024, especially for the bard. And to have the magical melee bard is really interesting. I want to see how this plays out.
And then a little bit more about the adventure. The Hobgoblins, again, come from MCDM, and they're kind of redesigned, but like all the monsters at MCDM, they've got some extra kick onto them, which kind of makes them more challenging, and there's a lot of synergies there in those monsters. So I think it'll be interesting to see them too.
Yeah, I mean, everything that MCDM puts out is just really high quality. So I think these Hobgoblins are going to, be quite the challenge.
But yeah. All right. So just one more thing. If you're watching this video within the first couple of weeks of its drop, we're giving away a copy of Fleeing Mortals, MCDM's Monster Manual. And so to enter to win, you can join our free Discord and DM me with a screenshot of you subscribing to Boss Battles, and then you're in. Last time, I think like 2 people entered, so the odds are pretty good. And if you're in the U.S., I'll send you the book. If you're outside the U.S., I'll either send you a digital copy, or you can pay for it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the first round.
You are inside the Hobgoblin Command Center, and before you are an array of different Hobgoblins. A few of them look very similar. Franklin, Rawlings, Marucci, Easton, and then you see Inferno deep down, and Bloodlord Varrox are distinctly unique. So it turns out in the end that Inferno has won the initiative, and they are going to just ready in action and going to proceed then to Rawlings and Franklin, who ended up with a higher initiative than Cranen. So they both move in to try and attack. Rawlings moves up to Cranen. Now Rawlings moves up to Dr. Bonk, and Franklin moves up to Cranen. So let me roll for both those guys here. So they both use an attack called the Fire Flail, and so Rawlings rolls a 23 to hit Dr. Bonk.
Ooh, yep, I was gonna hit.
All right.
I'll leave a mark.
So you take 6 bludgeoning damage, and then another target within 5 feet of Dr. Bonk takes 2 fire damage. So Cranen, you take like that. The flail digs into Dr. Bonk and then wraps around and kind of hits you in the side, Cranen. So you take 2 damage from the fire flail. And And in addition, Rawlings is going to call out and says to Dr. Bonk, he goes, "Fight me, coward!" And this is a bonus action special ability. So it's kind of a compelled duel thing. You can choose to attack somebody else, but Dr. Bonk, if you attack somebody else other than Rawlings, you will take some damage. And this is until the start of Rawlings' next turn. There's no save. Franklin has a similar plan of attack, and he is going to reach out and try and hit Cranen. And he rolls a total of 14, which misses, and that puts us up to you, Cranen. What are you going to do?
All right. I will start doing some flares around me as spirits come from behind my hat as I pull up, and these spirit guardians of the carnies just envelop around me.
That's the yellow area of effect that I put up is your spirit guardians. So then it's that both Franklin and Rawlings are going to have to make, is it a wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
Okay. So let me go ahead and do that for them. So this is for Rawlings. He rolls a total of a 10, which fails. And Franklin does the same, and he gets an 11. So they both fail. How much damage do they take?
It should be 3d8 that I'll be rolling right now.
Okay.
Rolled well, 14.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that's a massive amount of damage to Rawlings, and he's critically wounded, but not dead.
14 radiant there.
Okay.
And then I'm just double checking. I believe it's at the start. When is it? When they start their turn there? Or let's see. Yeah, when a creature enters the space.
I think it's when it first appears, i.e. when you cast it, or if they start their turn, or if they enter it. I think because I just read it up in anticipation of the cleric. Yeah. I think that's it. So if somebody, if like say Easton or Inferno enters there, they'll take it when they enter it.
Correct. So I'm going to get a little risky, but I want to start off strong here as Cranen will go and join Hunter south. I can move, right?
Yep, you can move, sure.
Let's see here. Cool. So I'm going to take the 2 opportunity attacks to go down 10 to support Hunter there, and also have Easton and Inferno there.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll for
already.
Franklin and Rawlings their opportunity attacks. Yep. So Franklin got a 13 total, which is a fail. Rawlings got a 13 total, which is a fail. And now Franklin. And he rolls a 10. Okay. So you get away from them. And Easton has got to Easton and Inferno take damage now, right? From Spirit Guardians. Okay. Do you want to roll for them?
Yes. This will be another 3d8. Another decent roll. 15.
Want to do a wisdom save?
Yeah, thank you. 14 for Easton, and Inferno gets an 8. So
the DC is 15.
All right. So they both fail. So is it?
Right.
Do you want to roll for the damage again?
I can roll it again. Did roll 15 earlier. Do you want to roll it again?
15. Sorry, I didn't. I forgot that you had done that.
No
yes.
worries.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, Spirit Guardians is up, and I move down, and I'll stay in position. That'll end my turn.
Nice, Cranen. Way to go.
That was good. Okay, Marucci and Deep Down have turns. Marucci, he runs in, and he's going to try and let's see. I think he sees how tough Cranen is, in that multiple things have bounced off him. So he's going to try and move in and take a hit at Puff. See how tough you are. All right.
So it is difficult terrain. I don't know how.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
How much movement he has.
Thanks. So
no
probably not enough.
I will help you whenever I can to make sure that it's hard.
Yeah, 10. Yeah. So it would be like 20, 30. I'm going to say he can get to Dr. Bonk. Sorry, Dr. Bonk. All right. So he attacks you. rolls a 20. That's a dirty 20, which is so you're going to
Oh,
take.
that's still gonna hit.
So you take another 6 bludgeoning damage, and yeah, so there's another target within 5 feet of the first. So Puff, you take 2 fire damage. Okay.
Ow.
That's Marucci. Next up is Deep Down. And so Deep Down starts chanting something, and you all see a pentagonal shape or a square shape appear on the floor, and it glimmers, and that's it. So that is Deep Down's turn.
Ooh, I like that one. He's lighting up the stage. Perfect for us.
I don't like the color though. It's our color. That should light up the stage.
Okay. And then so we're on to Pavlovagus.
Okay. With all of that,
This-
there's a drop of molasses that falls off my finger, and I'm like, whoa, slow down. I'll cast slow.
Okay. Yeah. Who are you casting it on?
Basically everybody. It's a 40-foot cube. Oh, I have to pick 6, though, don't I?
So what is the what's the DC?
The DC is 15 in its wisdom.
Okay. Rawlings gets an 18, so he is not slowed. Franklin gets a 2, so is slowed. Marucci gets a 19, not slowed. Easton gets an 18, not slowed. And Bloodlord Varrox gets a 7. And he says, "No, I didn't get to where I am in life by failing. I choose to succeed." And he's going to use one of his special abilities to succeed. It's not exactly a epic resistance, but something like that. So I'll read it off to you. Infernal Sacrifice. When Varrox fails a saving throw, he can call on hell to succeed instead. When he does, each ally within 60 feet of him takes 5 necrotic damage. So he goes, "No, I choose to succeed." And then this kind of flame burns up around all his allies. And so they each take an additional 5 damage. So Rawlings, poof, crumples into cinders. Marucci goes ahead and takes 5 damage, and he's like, "Ouch, boss." What was that for? Franklin, poof, incinerates. And Easton, poof, incinerates.
Marucci would also have taken damage from the Spirit Guardians when entering it.
Oh,
Just,
yes.
remember.
Okay, well, so we'll roll that in a second. There's one more thing I want to check with
Yes.
Lord Varrox. Give me a second here. Lord Varrox also, he has a reaction which he's going to use. It's called an Army from Blood. When a non-minion hobgoblin who Varrox sees can see within 60 feet of him takes damage, Varrox magically summons 3 hobgoblin recruits who appear in an unoccupied spaces nearest to the damaged hobgoblin. So he's going to use that reaction. So Vans, Dr. M, and Timberland appear.
Entering into the Spirit Guardians sphere.
Yeah, well, I did it, so I'll stick to it. So let's start with Marucci. Marucci is going to roll his wisdom saving throw. He gets a 7. So go ahead and assign him some damage. And then you just make one roll, and we'll give it to everybody. And yeah, you can tell me. 17.
Rolling well.
Oh,
Okay,
17.
so I got
Fire.
to. And what is the? Is it half damage with the success, or is it no damage with the success?
I believe it's half. I'll double check.
Okay,
yeah.
It is half.
it's
Correct.
and you rolled 17 damage,
Correct.
which will be 8, right? That's enough. Vans, Dr. M, and Timberland, we hardly knew you, and they poof disappear. And so does Marucci because he was already damaged. All right, Spirit Guardians, people hate it for a reason.
My eyes like, huh? Okay.
All right, Puffalopagus.
So I will now use my movement to dance on out of this red square. That's good. And I'm going to tell Cranon, fantastic job with the Guardians. Nice job. So I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
Anything else? No. Okay.
I'll look at Varix. I'm just looking at him.
All right. Inferno is going to take his ready to action, which is an ability. Let me read it out to you. It is an action called Blaze Sprint. The Fire Runner moves up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Each creature they come within 5 feet of during this movement must make a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw, taking 10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. He's slowed, but he still has enough movement to get here, and he does not take opportunity attacks.
Did he fail his wisdom save for slow, or is he just slowed because he's in Spirit Guardians? Because it would be an additive.
Yeah, he passed his slow.
Okay.
All right. So you guys both have to make a DC 14 saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
11.
here we go. Oh.
Okay, so you both fail and take 10 fire damage. But in addition, the AoE produced by Deep Down reveals itself to be a vulnerability to fire damage. So you each take 20 points of damage.
Okay.
What if I have resistance to fire? How does it work with your ability?
Well, then you'll take the vulnerability and the resistance cancel each other out, so you take 10.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. It's hot.
It's getting hot in here.
That's a concentration check for you too, Cranon.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Remember that you are inspired.
Yes. I rolled an 11. I believe.
So
it's a D8 for inspiration.
Oh,
you rolled an 11.
Damage, so you need to pass a 10. You're good.
Yeah, you're right. So you
just made it.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that was the ready to action of Inferno. All right. Who are you? I'm losing track now. Dr. Bonk, right? You're up.
Oh yes, it's me. I hear the call of destiny, and I'm gonna move right through it. Like that enchilada at breakfast.
Wouldn't Inferno take damage from Spirit Guardians at the end of its turn or something like that?
Okay. All right. So it's ending. It's he had ready to action. It's officially the end of his turn. At the end of his ready to action. So yeah, he takes more damage. But he gets a saving throw. Right. Let me roll a save for Inferno. Come on, Inferno. Total 21. Pass.
He takes half.
He takes half?
Yeah, half damage.
Okay. So that will be 7. Yes, Dr. Bach, I'm sorry.
All good, brother. All right, I'm going to take my trident and I'm going to hurl it at Inferno.
Nice.
That's going to be a 12, which I think misses.
Yeah, he's got a higher AC. Dodges that out of the way.
That's perfectly fine. I'm going to point to him and say, I'll come back to you later, sister. And I'm going to take this movement and I'm going to position myself around the column. So I'm in a nice straight line with Bloodlord, Varix, and Deep Down. And I'm going to hurl this new doohickey that I got and say, I'm going to introduce you to my wife, Mrs. Bumbershoots, a.k.a. the Thunder Bumbershoots, a.k.a. Elizabeth. It's the Javelin of Lightning.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 15 plus 8 for a total of 23. And that's going to be a straight line attack on deep down across with Bloodlord Varix in the way of the Javelin of Lightning.
So they get a dex save, right, for half damage?
It's a DC 13.
Okay. All right. So Bloodlord Varrox rolls an 18. So he'll take half damage. And deep down, we'll roll a total of a 9. So they fail and take full damage. Remind me how much they take?
It's 4d6, which I believe I got to roll now. That's 15.
Okay. All right. So they take 15 damage, and they're going to have to make a con save to their spell is a concentration spell. So to keep that AoE up, let me roll for that. Okay.
And then deep down also takes damage from the javelin itself on top of the electricity.
Okay. So they rolled a 10, which they needed, and so they pass, keeping up concentration, and they take another 11 damage. Okay. So prior to Hunter taking their turn, Bloodlord Varrox has a villain action to take. Varrox and each ally within 60 feet of him can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space they see. So Inferno, Deep Down, and Varrox teleport. Deep Down teleports here. Inferno teleports here. And Varrox, he's going to teleport actually into Spirit Guardians, and he'll roll his saving throw.
Get back here, ugly.
He rolls a 14.
Okay.
So go ahead and
I'll roll the damage.
Yeah, 10. So he takes the full damage. Okay, Hunter, you are up.
Okay. I do not like to have this Lord to close. I will use Misty Step and land on top of the table.
Nice.
You just say, hey, don't be so corny. And cast Hideous Laughter on the three of them. Because it's a third level.
Okay.
So it's Wisdom save.
I'm going to roll for Varrox first. And it's what's your DC again?
I believe it is 15 most probably.
Okay.
As it is for everyone. Yes.
So he fails, but he goes, I didn't get this far in life by failing. And he uses another one of his abilities to avoid a saving
Does
throw.
Does it take a reaction? Is it a reaction or is it just...
Let me see. Yeah, if it's a reaction, I'm not sure if it is a reaction. No, it's just a trait. So he can do it. He can do it multiple times. So Deep Down and Inferno are going to take 5 damage each. But Varrox is unaffected by Hideous Laughter. So Inferno is let me make him save here. He rolls a 16.
Okay.
And Deep Down rolls an 8. So Deep Down fails. So the AoE goes down.
So I teleported. I moved right here. I did this, and I'm going to... You know what? I like where I am. On top of the table.
Okay.
And I stay here.
All right. Bloodlord Varrox. The main man. So he's gonna use a bonus action. Varrox barks an order at one of his allies within 60 feet of him who can hear him. That ally can use their reaction to move up to their speed and make a weapon attack. So Inferno's going to move over to Deep Down and use a weapon attack to try and rouse Deep Down. He's going to just slap him. Ooh, he gets a total of 9. So that's unfortunate. So yeah, he misses deep down. And we're on to the rest of Varox's turn. So
I hate to do this, but did you roll with advantage because he's prone?
Oh, no, that's right. And I didn't. Thank you. So
So much fair play. Look at this.
I know you guys are dicks. You guys are such dicks to yourselves.
Hey, table courtesy extends to the whole table, not just your fellow party members.
So
we're going to kill him fair and square.
His second attack, he gets a 16, which I think does hit him. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to take let's see, some damage. He'll take 4 damage, but wakes up. So deep down is up. He goes, "What the?"
Actually, he makes a save. He doesn't automatically. When he takes damage, he doesn't automatically.
But he takes it with advantage, right?
With advantage. Exactly.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to assign him damage first, and then his saving throw. Let's see. He gets a total of 14.
15 is the save, so no.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. That's, more than fair. Okay.
Thanks for helping, fire person.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Varox's bonus action, and now his action. He's got multi-attack, so he's going to start by swinging his soul sword at Cranen. First attack is a 17.
Reaction. I have a warding flare reaction on my class as a light cleric. I can impose disadvantage on an attack.
Okay, well he failed anyway. Because what's your AC? It's
17, I think.
Okay. Oh, it's 17.
Yeah, it is 17.
Oh, so that I think that's what he got.
So then that is useful.
Yeah, he got a 17. So all right, so he'll roll again. And he got a 16 the second time, so he misses. So he's going to he'll use. You can get an opportunity attack, but he's going to move a total of, let's see. Yeah, he's going to step just outside the Spirit Guardians and then attack Dr. Bonk. So why don't you go ahead, Cranen, and take your opportunity attack?
Will do.
That was the reaction. The warding flare was the reaction. No more reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I do want to add, now that I am a level 6, the warding flare also got a minor buff, and I get a temporary HP when I activate warding flare. I just rolled for it right now. I gained an additional 15 temporary hit points.
Dang. Okay. All right. So Lord Varox is going to take another attack. He's going to swing at Dr. Bonk using his soul sword and gets a total of 14.
That's going to miss, brother.
And he screams in rage, and he's going to use his final ranged weapon attack to fire one off at Hunter for a 10.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Now we're at the end of round 1 with like the super generous play of you guys. All right. So end of round 1. What are your thoughts?
Well, that was a very small map from some very big spells.
Yeah, right. This is actually, I think, a really good setup for, an artificial battle like this, like a one-off, because keeps everything confined. There's still some variation in that map where there's those pillars. You could potentially hide behind the pillars. You could get some cover from the table that's in the middle, so it's not just like an empty room. But yeah, you're right. Spirit Guardians looks really big in that map, right?
Yeah, but no, it was. I think round 1 was really great. It surely showed off where the players have like grown with the power, especially with the spells and what they can do, as well as what the enemies can do. I think Varox being able to like just slug off some of those failed saves is a great trait.
Yeah, that was great, especially in one-off battle. Like this guy's a boss. Like you don't want him to just succumb on the first spell. But I really liked that Infernal Sacrifice, instead of just being like there's no consequence to the spell. That trait actually killed off like two of his support characters, right? Just outright finished them off, and so there was a real cost. They could have got in an extra attack on the other players, but they're gone now.
Yeah, and I always think that's one of the great things about MSCDM in general. They have such really good flavor for their characters, so it's not just legendary resistance. No, nothing happens. Like nothing happens. There's a cost, and there's a you get the benefit, but at what cost?
You're right. Let's take a second and look at the numbers. So they're up on the screen now, and so one thing I'm seeing, right, the party hit percentage is 0. There's I was just saying this to you that as a kid you think D&D, swing the sword, hit the monster. That's not what happened here, right? The one fighter missed, and so the hit percentage is 0. But at the same time, you look. They did 72% of the damage in the round, so it spells. It spells.
It spells, and some really good spells. I think that's something that we knew was going to come after tier 1 with after hitting 5th level. And let's talk about some of those spells actually. Yeah.
So we knew it was coming. Spirit Guardians came out and just did heavy damage, but another big spell, Hideous Laughter. It's not a 3rd level spell, right? You can get it early on, and it can just really shut things down, right? It takes care of one of the main bad guys.
Yeah, and I gotta say that this was a really good use of it because the warlock spells are always upcast. It's always good to choose a spell that can be upcast. And
right. That was a good choice.
Yeah. Now, for the choice of hitting deep down with Inferno instead of going after Hunter the Rainbow.
Right. I wasn't sure in the end, but you assuaged my fears that you think it was the right thing to do, to go ahead and wake up your friend versus attacking the enemy and trying to get the spell down.
Yeah, and a couple of reasons. One, the action economy. You always want you always want to break that spell so that you can get your allies back up.
Sure.
And the other thing, and I think we looked it up, but you never really know, especially with warlocks, if they've chosen Eldritch Mind, which gives them advantage on those concentration saves.
Right. So, the strategy as it happened was right, but it just didn't work, and he didn't wake up.
Yeah, and definitely very swingy because there were some pretty big misses that could have been very damaging.
Yes, right. Varrock's got unlucky. He can pack a lot of damage, and we'll see what he gets up to in the next couple of rounds. But yeah, he had 3 attacks. He missed 3 times. The party got away. One other thing we didn't talk about, and I really like this element of the adventure, was the synergy between Inferno and Deep Down, the mage, where the AoE of adding vulnerability to fire works alongside the fire ability of Inferno, and 20 points of damage to Cranen, like it was felt.
Oh yeah, and I think you're right. That synergy was fantastic, and just seeing the players' faces when you said, "Oh, by the way, that's right. Vulnerable," and they're like, "Oh," you could kind of like see them like inch closer, like, "All right, we're ready to play."
Right, that's what we're looking for. I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah, let's see what goes on to the next round.
All right. So I gotta roll a D6 for a recharge. So he fails. He doesn't recharge his super cool ability. So he uses a trait called Fiery Leap. So he's going to jump up onto the table. So Hunter, you're going to take 3 fire damage.
So that's half to 1, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh boy.
Bring the fire. I have corn to pop. Thank you.
So he sees you resist the fire damage, and he's going to hop down the table, and he's going to swing at Puffalopagus. He gets 2 melee attacks. So the first one, he gets a 17, and the second one, a 12.
So the 17 really looks like it's going to hit, but then like the glimmer on me just kind of pulses and he just misses. Oh, so close. So close.
Nice.
You're doing
Okay,
really well,
so
though.
is that's shield you
Yes, yeah.
okay. Shield goes up. Yeah, he looks angry. Doesn't have a retort for it. Okay, that brings us to Cranen. What are you up to?
I'll keep doing what I've been doing here with my Guardians of Light here. Move 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's say right here.
Okay.
Now, if they weren't in it before, they are now.
All right.
So that'll be wisdom's.
More wisdom saves. Okay. Inferno rolls a 15, and Barox rolls a 12.
I have 11.
Okay.
11 radiance, half for those who saved.
Okay. So Inferno takes 5, and Barox takes 11.
So that was just movement on my end.
Hang on one sec, because Varix gets a reaction. He's going to use his an army from blood, so that summons hobgoblin recruits. So 3 recruits appear right around Puffalopagus. One's going to be appear next to Dr. Bonk. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I still have 10 feet of movement left.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if that changes anything on your end, placing wise. I'll give you that.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That, I mean, that's that's fair.
Okay.
So go ahead. Let's see how you roll.
Okay.
Roll for damage first, because if it's more than double their hit points, they're gonna die.
Okay, I could do that if let's see here.
I assume you're moving up to towards Puff, right?
Yeah, I would move up to Puff for sure.
Okay.
As I
If you took
assess
5
the
steps,
battlefield.
if you took 5-foot step to the left and then went up, you would get all of them actually. In your
Yeah, but
movement.
he's got to climb on the table, which I'm going to say is like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I could. Yeah, I could just do 5 and 10, like so.
Yeah, that's true. Diagonal, sure. Get everybody.
Yeah. I did roll, I believe, a 13. Yeah.
13. Yeah, so they could conceivably still live if they pass. Okay, so let me start rolling some wisdom saving throws. Sketcher, poof, dies. Chuka bursts into flame. And Lugs, come on, Lugs. No. He's surrounded by these holy guardians and just blah. All right. Okay.
Barracks, what happened to you? What is wrong? Why do you hate hobgoblins so much?
There's more where they came from. There's an infinite number. Okay.
They came straight from hell just to get body slammed back.
All right, Cranen, anything else for your turn?
Yes. So now I will say, am I 5 foot next to Inferno? Yeah, I am. I'm seeing that. So I'll aim for Varux instead, and I'm going to do a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Towards him. I'm going to roll to hit right now.
You have disadvantage because Inferno is in melee with you.
Oh, regardless, it'll be a disadvantage, right? Yeah. So then I'll do. Thank you for that. Good call. I'll do an inflict wounds instead. To Inferno.
Okay.
Is what I'll do then.
All right.
So inflict wounds is a con save. If yep, that is a con save of 15 for inflict wounds.
Okay. And yeah, he rolls a 5 total.
Okay. So I'll roll to hits, or roll damage, I should say, not to hit. I should have probably did it at a second level, but that's 7 necrotic
Okay.
damage.
All right. Anything else?
And that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
All right. So we are up to Puff.
How does Inferno look?
He is not bloodied. He looks good. He's a very attractive hobgoblin. He's slim, ripped. You feel that if things were different, perhaps you might be friends.
More ripped than me.
I don't know. There's a distance between you two, and Puff is going to have to. You can assess that, Puff, but if you do compare who's more ripped right now, you're going to have disadvantage on your next. Okay.
No, actually, for putting these intrusive thoughts in my head, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Bonk. You're my only doctor. You are the doctor. You got this.
Thank you.
Nobody compares to you. Yes. And because he put the intrusive thoughts in my head, I will give Inferno a bardic pimp slap.
Okay.
And so that'd be a 14 to hit.
He dodges out of the way. He's like, "You think you got moves?" But he says it is in infernal, so you're not really sure. It translates into.
I tell you, he said you don't have moves, Puff.
Oh, all right. I wasn't frightened before we met. Now that I've seen you, I'm sorry. You're still not a threat. I'm going to do a 3rd level Cloud of Daggers on top of him and say, dodge this.
Yeah, he can't, right? Cloud of Dagger. We learned that last time. It was, I think, right, the Arconian learned it the hard way.
So we 13 points.
All right. Okay, he's now bloodied. Anything else?
No, I just say, come here.
In the corner, deep down, is just cracking up, and so they get a saving throw. What it's wisdom.
The wisdom. That one without advantage.
Okay. All right. So, and tell me again the DC so you know how to react.
15. No, it's 15.
Okay. Here we go. 9. Oh, okay. Still laughing. That was those popcorn jokes. I just can't get enough of them, says deep down, and continues to laugh. And that brings us to Dr. Bonk.
All right. I'm going to take out my trident and I'm going to turn to Bloodlord Varix and say, "Infernal flames don't scare me. This halfling's tough and he drinks fire for second breakfast."
Okay.
And I'm going to stab him nice in the gut with my trident.
Okay.
That's going to be a 17.
Ooh, he's got an 18 armor class.
I think I'm going to use that bardic inspiration, though.
Okay. You can't fail. That's a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to apply a weapon mastery here.
Okay.
And force him to make a DC 16 save against being toppled.
The Constitution or Dexterity save?
It's Constitution.
Oh, he gets a 23 total, so he's not toppled.
Ah, shucks. Well, I'm going to use my Shield Bash ability for my Shield Master feat.
Okay.
And I am then going to force him to make a Strength saving throw, DC 16.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'll fall prone from that.
Dang. You're really trying to get him down to the ground. Okay, here goes. 10. Oh, so he's down on the ground. Okay.
Great. I'm going to continue with my second attack now.
How much damage did you do in your first one? I didn't record it yet.
14.
Okay.
And now my second attack will be with advantage because he's prone, right?
Yep.
So that's a 16 to hit, unfortunately, even with advantage.
Yeah, he rolls out of the way.
I think I'm going to action surge.
Yeah. Okay. No. Is that fear you see in his eyes? No, it isn't. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to bring the pain, with a thunder suplex, another trident attack. That's a 17. I believe that'll miss.
Yep.
Oh, no advantage. He's still down.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Still misses. And one more advantage attack. That's a 19, and that's going to be a crit because of my crit range being expanded.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I was hoping I'd get to see that. Okay, cool.
All right. So that'll be, let's see.
Go, champion!
So it's a 14, but I guess it doesn't do the crit damage for me, so I have to just double it again.
Yeah, so I guess it's your 1d8 plus 7, so you get 14
plus 7,
right? 7. So it's going to be 21. Okay.
So 21, and he's prone. I'm just going to stand over him rather than move away or anything like that. Just menace.
Very good. So, yeah, so that was deep down. Hunter, we're up to you.
I'm going to take my, I have a staff that's basically a cornstalk, and go to Inferno and just hit him with the cornstalk, which is true strike. And I'm going to roll. I'm going to use a luck point to have advantage on the attack.
Okay.
So that's okay. So that's already a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Just see. Okay. Yeah, so 21 to hit, and then so it's 17 and 5. So that's 22 radiant damage.
22. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
He is critically wounded, but still alive.
Okay. Just to explain, on True Strike, I have Agonizing Blast to boost the cantrip.
Okay.
And on top of that, I have a level 6 ability. If I deal radiant damage with a spell, I add my Charisma modifier. So that's why True Strike deals a lot of damage.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know.
And then with my bonus action, wait, how are you all doing in here?
Inferno's like, I could use some healing.
I'm fine. This Trump hasn't hit me yet.
I'm doing just fine too, but I think Bloodlord Varix is going to need a raise from all these hobgoblin funerals he's got to pay for.
Well, no corn for you, fireman. And I think I'm done with my turn, I guess.
Okay. So it's Varrox, and he's going to use his reaction to summon some more buddies. Pull them onto the board here. Ugg, Sorrel, and Carhart appear near Deep Down, and now the Bloodlord is going to take his turn. Let's see what he does. He's also going to use one of his villain actions that he gets after a player's turn. So this will be part of it. This is his like after your turn, Hunter. He's going to use the following ability. He goes, I'm fire and death. So each enemy within 20 feet of Varrox will make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So let's see. That's bonk for sure. Yeah. So you all, and yeah, not Puff, but Cranen, Hunter, and Bonk all have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, taking 11 fire damage and 11 necrotic damage on a failure, or half as much on a success.
Do I still have the inspiration from earlier, or is that gone?
Oh, the bardic inspiration?
Oh, no. Never mind. I crit.
Okay.
It's just crit.
22 damage total.
22 and half on a save. Yeah.
Sorry, how much was fire? How much was necrotic? Because I have.
Oh, that's right. It's 11 each, so you'll take 10 fire if you don't save. So Cranen saved. Who else?
I failed, so that's a little trouble in the ring for me, boys.
All right, so yes, you take 22 points of damage, and then Hunter, you take, I guess, 16.
I took 16. Yeah.
Okay. So that's his action. But then, in addition, with this thing, after the explosion, a shroud of black flame covers Varrox for the duration, 1 minute. Each time another creature hits Varrox with an attack within 5 feet of him or touches him, that creature takes 5 fire damage and 5 necrotic damage. So there's now a cost of melee attacks to Varrox. And he is going to.
or like as a metagaming thing? Should we pretend we don't know that?
No,
Or
I
is this just something aware?
think that you get this sense that he's on fire, he's surrounded by things. This looks painful and dangerous. So yeah, that if you hit him, it's gonna be painful.
All right.
I'm rolling for concentration. I'm rolling for concentration
thanks,
on
yeah.
the dashes.
Ah.
I have
Yeah,
advantage. I have
Same.
advantage thanks to yeah, that's a pass. Warlock invocation.
Okay, nice. Okay, so that
Pass.
Hunter pass, and then Cranen, did you roll for Spirit
Yes,
Guardians? Okay,
I rolled 12.
nice. Okay. All right, so Varric still has some attacks, and he's going to do one melee attack against Dr. Bonk. So let me roll 16.
Sorry, that's gonna miss.
Oh, okay. He senses he was close. He's going to take one more against
I'm
you.
going to use a reaction.
Okay.
I'll be doing the warding flare.
Okay.
It'll be at disadvantage.
On any attack he makes, or just against you?
It basically on any attack on one attack against who he is targeting. I can choose a creature.
So this second one
That is
against Dr. Bonk is at disadvantage.
Correct. Put that slot in there.
So with disadvantage, he gets a 19.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. What is your armor class?
My armor class is 20 because I'm holding my shield.
Dang. Okay. And so he looks pissed off, and he's going to use his last ranged attack as a ranged attack. Oh, so he's going to get disadvantage as well on that. So it's disadvantage either way, but he's going to. What's that?
Yeah. Sorry. So now he does get now 12 temporary hit points, Dr. Bonk.
Okay. All right.
Temporary.
Real quick. So Varric has still one more attack, which is also a disadvantage. He's attacking Hunter and gets a total of 8. So that's a miss. So Varroc's his bonus action is going to be advanced in attack. So he's asking Carhartt, Ugg, and Sorrel to slap the hell out of Deep Down. So that they're each gonna make an attack. 23 to hit. Yeah. So one of them hits. Let's see if that wakes him up. He gets another
Wisdom
save, right?
save with advantage.
Yeah. With advantage. Okay. All right. So and here we go. 17.
Yep.
All right. What the hell? He stops laughing finally about Corn, and now he's angry about Corn. Okay. So that's it for Lord Varrox. And we're back at the top of the round. So that is
that's round 2.
Yeah, that's round rounds. 2. 2 rounds. Okay, so that was round 2, and we were just talking about this. As the DM, there were like so many times in that round, I was like, okay, the monster's doing something, and I'm just like, well, actually, there's one more reason why they fail.
Yeah.
And then I guess I know you got some stuff you want to say. The other thing I really liked in that round that we saw was Dr. Bonk's combo trident shield bash to get monsters onto the ground. And then, once they're on the ground, they're prone, you get advantage on them. And, all the better to crit you with. And he's got the improved crit and then the action surge. And so it took him a while, but, he got the crit, right? Which is what that class is about, and was fun to see.
Yeah, I gotta say, once I saw that coming online, I thought it's a really good build, especially taking Shield Bash, using the fighters' extra feats that they get, and then being able to, again, just increase the chances of knocking a creature prone. Excellent combination, especially with that extended crit range.
Crits are fun.
Crits are fun, yeah. Let's talk about that True Strike, though, because I think in the last time that the last time that Big Top was on, Hunter had the agonizing blast on Mind Sliver.
Right. So, in the spell says that you can choose one cantrip, but then you're allowed to change it when you level up. So,
right,
that's must have been what he did.
Yep, and I think all for the good. I think it was all a good choice to make, especially with that level 6 ability where he gets to then add the charisma modifier to any radiant damage. So now he's doing damage for the agonizing blast, damage for his for his warlock, celestial warlock subclass, and damage for the cantrip. It's just stacking that damage
stacked up, and it was like what 22 points on his cantrip, right? Just like
yeah, that
was a lot. Bloodlord and Varox, kind of got shut down again. This time at least his summoned minions proved useful in that they were able to break the hideous laughter on Deep Down. So that that was fun to see.
Yeah, and I also gotta say too, just a little bit of just table etiquette. It was really nice to see that they were, Dr. Bonk was asking about metagaming and knowing whether or not that was, right. Yeah, I think that was good.
I'm just thinking about players in my own game. They've definitely not asked. They're like, I'm using that info.
Right. But yeah, all around, this was a pretty devastating round. Do we have the numbers?
Oh yeah. Let's put the numbers up there. Yeah. So round 2, party damage went. They did 57% damage. It was good. Dr. Bonk got us hit in, so we see that their attack to hit ratio was not 0 again, and they did a pretty decent job of making the monsters fail safe. So it was another productive round.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what's in round 3.
All right.
So it's Inferno. It's his turn. So when does he take he takes his damage at the end of the turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's going to I got to roll to see if he recharges his special ability. A 4. Nope. So he doesn't recharge. So he's just going to attack Puff. And let me see. First, the first attack. He gets an 8, and he gets one more, a 26. So he crits. So you were going to take.
I'm going to have him reroll that with a heroic inspiration. I believe that is a use I can use that for. I believe that is after the roll, but I'm not positive on that.
Let's check it out. Yeah, so I think it's only unlike luck, it's just for you.
Right, and lucky, I have to declare that before he attacks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't do it. That's fine.
Okay. So he crits getting. So I'm going to roll his damage here. So he gets a 2 plus 4. So you take 6 damage instead of 5 damage. You take your 6 points of damage, and then Inferno goes, "Watch this." And he puffs up into a ball of flame as the Spirit Guardians eat him up. Okay. So we are up to Cranen.
I'm going to use 5, 10, 15. Let's see. I'll stop right there.
Okay. All right. So Ugg and Sorrel roll. Yeah. So let's see what their saves, or you can roll the damage. It doesn't matter. I think they. Yeah. So yes, Ugg fails, so he's gonna die. Sorrel.
Oof, 21.
Okay, so they're both dead. Wow, this is a showcase of Spirit Guardians.
I want to say then from here, I'm going to stay put, but I will do a guiding bolt now on Varox now that I have no one near me.
Okay.
So it shouldn't oppose disadvantage. I'm going to do this one at 2nd level.
Okay.
I do want to say, isn't Varox still prone, or did he stand up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't specify that he stood up, but he would have stood up to attack
Okay.
Okay, great.
Dr. Bonk. Yeah.
All right. So that is a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
It does not.
Ah.
It's
Oh,
got
well.
a 19 armor class.
Well, it is what it is. Maybe I called some attention to him. But yeah, no, that was just a movement and a missed bolt.
Okay.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay, so Puff, your turn.
So I will move the cloud of daggers over to Verox and say, "How you feeling over there?"
I feel good.
And then, "How do you feel now?" And since I did that at 3rd level, it is 64 for 21 points of damage.
Dang. Okay. He takes it.
And I think that's a magical action. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And has Carhartt stood up yet or no? Or deep down? Sorry.
Has deep down stood up yet? He hasn't had a turn yet, so I'm gonna say he's still on the ground.
Then I will do a bardic pimp slap on him.
Okay.
That one's not good. 15.
Yeah, that's his armor class.
Good deal. 4 or 5 points.
Okay.
And that was move, bonus action, action. I am done. Thank you.
All right. So Bloodlord Varox is going to use one of his villain actions called Uncanny Leadership. Varox chooses up to 6 non-minion allies within 60 feet of him who can see or hear him, and each of them gains 10 temporary hit points. So just deep down is the benefactor of this, getting 10 hit points. So that's his villain action, and we're now up to deep down, who's going to move out of the AoE and is going to cast a spell. He's going to use Rain Hellfire.
I will try to counterspell.
Okay. All right.
And I get an attack of opportunity as well, yeah?
Yes. Go. So yeah, let's say Puff, you go give that's going to occur before the spell and the counter spell. So go ahead and resolve that first.
It was 24 to hit, 7 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that does some damage. All right. No, you go ahead and counterspell, because I got this wrong the last time, so I want to make sure I get it right.
Constitution saving throw.
All right, here we go. It's a 6. You're able to counter the spell. Yeah, nice.
The fire.
All right.
Is here. I am fire.
The new counterspell still works. Still got it. He is going to use as a reaction when to your counterspell. When a creature the mage can see within 60 feet of them casts a spell, the mage reflects some of the spell's magical energy back on the caster. Caster must succeed on a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, or take 3 force damage per level of the triggering spell. So go ahead. So you fail, and then a counterspell is 3rd, so you're going to take 9 points of damage.
Ouch! Wow.
Okay. So rewarding.
That was not even fire. What are you doing?
Huh? Is that hot enough to pop your corn? Says deep down, trying to get into the spirit of things.
If only.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Bonk.
Yeah, I really think Bloodlord Varix is doing just fine where he is right now. I can't see him too well either, so I'm just going to leave him. I'm going to say, you sit tight. I'll be right back, sweetheart. And I'm going to go and use all my movement to make it to deep down. I believe this won't provoke an opportunity attack because he already used his reaction previously to summon a bunch of hobgoblins, which are now mostly dead.
I love that. That's great strategy. Okay. Yep.
So I'm going to use my full movement to charge at deep down here with my trident. And that's a crit.
Oh my.
All right.
Yeah.
Flies off the top ropes.
Deep dish.
Bonkin.
And that's going to be 16 damage, and I'm going to use my charger feat, so I'll add an additional D8 to that.
Is the D8 doubled on a crit?
Yeah, you double the dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great point. So that was a 1 and an 8. So total of 9 additional damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 25 damage to Deep Down.
Yeah, so Deep Down is critically wounded, but still alive.
Great. I still got another attack.
Okay.
Oh, I should say I was going to force him to make a topple save as well. So that's a DC 16 Constitution save.
Yep. Okay. 18 rolls, so succeeds.
Great. I'm going to shield bash him, so now it'll be a DC 16 Strength save.
Okay. Jeez. Yeah, you did. This is a double. All right. You do beat him down with the shield. Okay.
Great. So now that he's prone, that 13 that I just rolled is actually going to be at advantage.
Okay.
That's going to be another crit.
Oh. All
Oh
right.
God!
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Let's roll the damage to see
The bonking.
how much
is
can you put
on.
it down.
That's another 17 damage.
Oh, okay. Deep Down is crushed down by Dr. Bonk and is slain.
Permanently?
Yeah. Gone.
Oh, yeah, I didn't come here to bake pies, folks. I came here to drop elbows and chew lembas bread, and I'm all out of lembas.
Nice. Okay. So that is Dr. Bonk, and we're up
I'm going to use
to
my
Hunter.
bonus action also to second wind.
Okay, nice.
I will go down the table, go behind,
Okay.
take my crossbow out, and load it with some pop. First, I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
You will pop. It is your turn. And attack with a true strike and use a lucky point to have advantage. Oh no! All of this for a fail.
Okay.
Yes, it is a miss, unfortunately. And then I won.
You run. Okay. I missed something. Is there anything else you're gonna do?
That is it.
Okay. I missed something on Deep Down. There's a trait when he dies called Infernal Ichor, and the corpse unleashes a spray of burning orange stuff, and creatures within him take 5 fire damage. So Dr. Bonk, you take 5 fire damage from killing Deep Down.
No save, right?
No, it's just you take that. Ugh. It dies.
I'll take it.
Okay, so then it is we're back to Bloodlord Varox. He is going to just go ahead and straight up attack people. He's going to just move here and start using ranged attacks. And he'll unload. You know what? He really doesn't.
You
like
doing
spirit.
something now, honey?
I'm trying. And he's just gonna. He really does not like Spirit Guardians. He's gonna aim all 3 of his death skulls at Cranen. First one gets a 21. Are you gonna use any weird magic on me?
Well, it was only the. I wanted to double check if it's melee when it comes to my reaction, or it's just an attack, which it says here, when a creature that you can see 30 feet of myself makes an attack roll. So it's an attack roll. So
Yeah.
it can also be ranged.
Okay.
So I can use my reaction to do that and impose disadvantage
Okay. All right.
on
So
one of the attacks at least.
All right. So that one would have hit. Well, let's roll it again and see what the second. No. So he fails. So it's his first attack
10
misses.
hit points.
Yep.
Second attack gets a 23.
That would hit.
And the third attack is a 19.
That would also hit.
Okay. So then you take from the first attack 8 piercing damage and 9 fire damage. And then the same from the second attack.
And I'm going to do 2 con saves.
Yeah.
Okay. First for the... Oh, wrong one. That was a charisma save.
Okay. Oh.
I was supposed to do the first one there.
Nice. Got
And
the bad roll out of the way.
The second one is probably bad. 7. No, it is finally dropped as my second con save is a 7.
All
So
right.
it made plenty use.
Oops, I deleted you totally. That's
It's fine. My value has significantly been reduced.
Wow.
Lily's happy.
Paul really didn't like that spell.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. All right.
Got the cleric.
There you go. As part of his when he succeeds on Death Skull attack, he can teleport to an unoccupied space. He can see within 5 feet of the target. Well, it doesn't really matter. He's just going to stay here. He doesn't have to teleport. Okay, he's going to use the rest of his movement to kind of hide behind this pillar. All right, that's the end of the round. Okay, round 3. Let's put the stats up. We can see the party again is progressing well, doing lots of damage. Yeah, their percentages are good. Okay, let's talk about. I was happy to see Bloodlord Varox finally succeed. We saw he could do a lot of damage. He has 3 attacks, and so one of them missed, but the 2 of them got through, and he finally got Spirit Guardians down. And so probably too late, but it was still able to do it.
Yeah, and I think that was a great strategy, especially when you have those devastating concentration spells. Finding ways to spam damage is always helpful as a DM. My personal favorite is using Magic Missile, since each dart or missile would require a roll on that concentration save.
Right, and so yeah, that really is useful use of that spell because it's not doing a lot of damage, but that's not the point. It's not the damage; it's a saving throw.
Exactly.
And even though it's a low DC, sooner or later, if you do enough of them, you're going to succeed.
Right. If you have to make someone spam those saving throws, chances are. Speaking of, Dr. Bonk.
Right. Yeah. So he's making those monsters make saving throws with his Trident Shield Bash combo, 2 different types of saving throws, and second round in a row, he's got people down on the ground. Because of that, he's gaining advantage. He hits and he crits because he's got the improved crit.
This has been such a great build to see in action, and I really think because of the shield bash and getting that extra attempt to knock prone, we're really seeing Dr. Bong's build come online this level.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see.
Yeah. And then I just want to also talk about Hunter's Rainbow and just the sheer amount of spells that he was casting.
Right. For a warlock, he's got limited spell slots. How does he get so many spells off? And the answer is
the Fey Touch feat. So the Misty Step and the Hex that he's been casting aren't using spell slots, which again is another really great way to sort of build around that warlock weakness of having fewer spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good play.
All right. So round 4, hopefully Big Top can bring it
out
home.
the victory. Yeah, we'll see. We're back up to Cranen.
Well, first, actually, I'll cast Bless at level 2. I want us to be OP a little bit here. So I'll be casting Bless at 2nd level.
Okay.
That is all of us. Having a D4, 1d4 to attacks and saving throws, as long as I'm concentrating. And of course, for, I believe it's a minute. Yeah, it's for a minute. Then, after that, I will shift 5, 10. Right, so, yes. Okay. And yeah, I'll be there. Does this table offer any cover per se?
Sure. Yep. Partial
okay.
cover.
Partial cover. Okay, good, noted. So yeah, I'll be using that, and that'll be my turn.
We're up to Puff.
I'll turn to the little hobgoblin guy. All right, follow along. I'm going to be moving over that way a little bit. So if he gets an attack of opportunity, he gets one. It's fine.
Yeah, he does.
I just want to be able to see our coward. All right. So that way I can move my clouded daggers over him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what did Carhart do? Did he?
He missed you. He attacked and missed.
Okay.
Who's the
It was a good
scaredy cat
effort.
now?
Thank you.
Swings at you with his boots.
So that's fine. I put the Clouded Daggers over Bloodlord Varix again, and then I will be doing a mass healing word on people just
Okay.
to heal them a little bit. So that's 14 points on Lord Varix, and it is 9 points to all of us.
Ooh,
Right.
thanks, Puff. That hits the spot.
Yeah, and I believe my understanding of that is it's a magical action to move it, so it's not casting a spell, so I can still cast a leveled spell at the same time.
Okay.
Is the way I
Yeah,
understood it.
I think that sounds right to me, and it'll be a pop up or a point of conversation, and we'll see if it's right or not. But I think you're right. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Bonk.
I think I'm gonna head back to my earlier dance partner and ignore Carhart. I don't really feel anything strongly towards Carhart. No, they say that you gotta, dance with the girl you brought. So, yeah, I'm gonna charge at Bloodlord Varix. I
Okay.
think it's gonna be a disadvantage because of that cloud, right?
Oh, the Cloud of Daggers.
No, he's got like a dark shadow around him, right?
Oh, that thing. I'm not sure if it's disadvantage. Let's see. So no, it's not a disadvantage.
All right, I'm just gonna take the heat.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a 16 for my first one.
Misses.
This is, and that'll be a 19, which will be a crit for my
Nice.
second one.
Slices through his armor and into him. Okay.
So that's gonna be 11, but it did not double the damage dice for me.
Okay.
So that's gonna actually be 15 damage.
15 total. Okay. All right. He's critically wounded, but still standing. Now you're going to take damage, right? You take 5. You take 10 total damage. 5 fire and 5 necrotic.
And does he still have his reaction? I don't remember if he used it.
Yeah, he does. He for this turn he does have a reaction. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna stay put. That's my turn.
Hunter.
Okay. I'm just back to it, still under hex, and I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Going
He
to
has,
use my
he has
last
partial
blood
cover
point.
from you here, unless you move.
Oh, I will move then.
Okay.
I will move here.
Okay.
At a good angle. And so, yeah, last luck point for advantage on the attack. Let's see.
I forgot to force a save, by the way. 2 DC 16 saves for Bloodlord Varix to see if he's prone.
Okay.
1 con, 1 strength.
Okay, that's right. Let's do it.
See if that helps you, Hunter.
Well, no, I mean I would have to.
He fails, so he's prone.
Okay, so instead of doing that, I will run to him, take my staff, and do the same thing in melee.
Okay, great.
At advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I rolled the 2 already. I'm not gonna re-roll, so I'm gonna roll again. Let me see. Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so first I'm going to do the radiant damage, which is 13 and 2, so 15 radiant.
Okay, we're getting close.
And then there's 4 necrotic, which is probably 2. I'm guessing there's resistance with all the necrotic damage.
Oh, no, he doesn't have resistance to necrotic damage. So you do an additional 4. Let's see, does he? Oh, he does have resistance. I'm sorry, he's got resistance to necrotic. So you do additional 2. Okay.
And then I will use a bonus action to heal myself.
Okay.
For 4d6. So that's 11 healing with Celestial Warlock feature. And that is it for my turn.
Okay. So it is Varrox now, and he's angry at you. He's near death, but he's not going to let it slide. So he's going to take two attacks against Hunter. First one, he gets a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. So you take damage. 11 slashing damage and 10 necrotic damage.
Okay, so that's 21. And as a reaction, I will say, look, just in time to pop. And I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke with my Tiefling ability.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
He rolls a 7, fails.
Okay, and I have a bonus because I'm a Celestial Warlock. So that's going to be 14 fire.
Oh, he has resistance to fire, but it's still enough that's still enough. And he goes down.
The pop.
With that, he does explode. You take another additional 5 points of damage yourself. And so does Dr. Bonk, but he's gone. And you guys have defeated Bloodlord Varrox and the rest of his minions. Well done.
Okay, round 4. Let's look at the damage up top. They did a good job. Monster failed to save 100% of the time. They're doing 73% of the damage and hit 67% of the time. Still doing pretty good there. What are other things that caught your attention about this last round?
So not just for this last round, but for a few of the rounds, that cloud of daggers that Puff had cast and has been moving around, I think has been highly effective.
Oh yeah, there's no way to avoid the damage. Just like you take damage. He has been getting high rolls on the damage, but nonetheless, it's just like take it, right?
Yep.
That's it.
And again, I think part of it too is when I look at it, I think 44 isn't that much, but when you upcast it, it starts to get pretty devastating.
Yeah, right. So it just hung out there, stayed there, just kept on doing damage. And you think about exciting damage, Nova damage, paladins, but like the constant beat down. That's, if you want to win, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and yeah, because you can do it every round. It's pretty consistent. Speaking of being able to lay out damage every round, again, Dr. Bonk coming in with another crit.
Yeah. So yeah, I get it's not surprising with the champion fighter that you're going to get a lot of crits, but he's done everything to maximize it. And so 3 out of the 4 rounds he's crit.
Yeah, amazing. And again, he's built for it, so not surprising, but still just a really great, really good offensive from Dr. Bonk.
And it's fun. It's fun. Exciting, right?
Can we talk about Hunter again?
Sure.
Casting more spells.
Right.
So the True Strike again, really good way to kind of stack on that extra damage. But what I really want to know is your thoughts on that Hellish Rebuke.
Right. So I wasn't expecting it, and Varrox had a chance. Like he had 2 more attacks if he would have been uninterrupted. Hunter was close to going down. He could have put him down, but it was like totally unexpected, that Hellish Rebuke, and it was a interesting way for the hell linked monster to go down, right? Take that,
send him back to hell with that.
Send him back to hell, right?
And again, just a really great way to build off of that level 6 Celestial Warlock trait where you stack that fire damage. And because it was even though it was a tiefling species ability, it still works. Yeah.
Great to see. Yeah, and I like the pace of that round. It was quick. I guess there was just less monsters, right? They killed everything off, so the flow was better. Yeah, well, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and we will have our analysis show in a couple of weeks. And if you made it this far, we've got one of the designers has agreed to come on, so we're going to talk with her and get her thoughts on the battle as well.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. And also, don't forget about that the giveaway.
Yeah, right. just give me a DM and we'll enter you into the MCDM Flea Mortals giveaway.
Great.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. And until next time.